In an interview with Page Six, Vanessa Calloway, who played Princess Imani, the woman who was originally supposed to marry Prince Akeem in the original Coming to America, recently revealed that she auditioned for the role of Lisa McDowell. Calloway believes the reason she didn't get the role was because of her complexion. Calloway said, "When you have white people hiring black people in movies, sometimes a certain look is wanted. I just wasn't light enough," even though Eddie had the final say on who played Lisa. Today on the show, we've got our comedy hype analyst Pierre in the studio to talk about colorism in Hollywood. Now, this isn't a new conversation that we're bringing to the table, but it is brand new news that Vanessa Calloway felt that she didn't get the lead role because of her colorism. So first, do you agree with this perspective of Lisa's?
Well, especially during the 80s, I would believe that. That's when we were in, light skin. We had a hell of a role, boy, that decade. It was good. It was good. Put it in the comments. But no, I can understand what she says, how she feels. I would agree, especially from white people's perspective, the producers and so forth. They tend to get people that look more like them, especially in the lead love role and so forth. So I do agree with her with that. But again, what do? We don't hire light-skinned people no more because of that? I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? I could feel like if you feel like too many light-skinned people are being hired.
Right, and I think that's more so what it is.
Yeah, but to say, and then she says about what the role that she didn't take the role, or she didn't get the role.
Yeah, so she didn't get the role of Lisa McDowell because she felt like she wasn't light enough. And and in the industry, especially with women, a lot of light-skinned women, like you said back then, were being pushed. Right. So it just felt like, I wasn't light enough. And I know for me, growing up, that's all I saw on TV was light skin, long hair, pretty eyes type. So it's like, back then there was a sense of, and even now I think we still struggle with it now. Right. We don't see as many dark skinned women on television. So I want to read the second part of her quote because she continues from that. So she said, "That's something that we've always dealt with within our race. A lot of men were indoctrinated by having a white woman or light skinned woman on their arm. Shameless, I didn't want the part of Imani. I wanted to be Lisa. I had read the script and I wanted the bigger role." And she went on to say, she did take the role because she wanted to be a part of Eddie Murphy's movie. Right. She thinks that she did do well to play her part. She did the best that she can. So I want to ask you, being that you've been in the industry for a long time, has light skin helped or hindered your career?
I think at times it may hurt, especially when I wanted to play tougher roles. For some reason, people think this face here can't whoop that ass, So, thank God for Terrence Howard, to play a little roughness, because it took a while. We had that one movie that was a rough dude. We had back in the 70s, we had Superfly that saved us, showed a light-skinned brother could be tough. But, light-skinned brothers became just really like pretty boys in the movies and so forth. So we didn't get a chance to play tough. I couldn't get a chance to play tough roles. I auditioned for a lot of tough roles. Right. I lost out to some, to the Wesley Snipes, the chocolate people. I wasn't going against roles with Wesley Snipes, but I'm just trying to make it sound better. But I wasn't, so there was some little thug movies I wasn't getting because I wasn't dark skinned, enough, I believe. So, yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. Do you think this role, Lisa McDowell, the main woman in Coming to America, would have been more impactful if she was a darker skinned woman?
So funny, when I watched the movie, I never thought twice. And until this situation, I never thought twice. I thought the girl that played it did a fabulous job. The movie was perfect for me. It worked well for me. If we want to nitpick and change and move things around, okay. I don't think it would have been better with her in it. I wouldn't say, oh yeah, now the movie makes sense. But to me, it worked for me,
And I think sometimes just watching it from a different view, but if you do look at the movie, because when I watch it, there are some things that I do notice. So when you see that Vanessa plays a role where she's barking like a dog, as a dark-skinned woman, the other dark-skinned woman is a promiscuous woman, which is Lisa's sister, which, they're light-skinned, dark-skinned, but the dark-skinned woman is the one that's, fighting so hard. She's seen as the ugly duckling. So it kind of does have that stigma that we see a lot in the industry, a lot as a woman that I do pay attention to. Not necessarily to nitpick, but it's just because I want that representation of me. Like, I want to see me when I look at this movie. And I do think it would have been more impactful, especially the times that we're in now, because people are paying more attention to those little things that, producers pay attention to, but as a viewer, people just kind of let it, sweep under the rug. So I do think it would have been more impactful, especially during the times that we're in now.
Right. I think it'd been more impactful for you because you saw that. You know what I'm saying? You saw. What about all the little light-skinned girls who saw that?
I think they have a lot of movies to look up to.
What?
A light, because that's all I used to see growing up.
True.
All I used to see was light skin, long hair. I wanted to be light skin. I wanted long hair. I wanted pretty eyes because that's what was being pushed.
Well, back in the 80s, dark skinned women weren't that pretty though. You know what I'm saying? I'm just messing with you.
Look, they gonna get you in the comments. No, they gonna get you.
Y'all ain't start looking good till 92, 93. Okay, no, I'm totally messing with y'all.
They gonna get you in the comments.
No, you know I'm joking.
Yeah.
But now I feel, you know, there was a lot of light skinned women, like, you know, you did see those like different world TV shows and so forth. So yeah, you do have a point. They could have put a lot more dark skinned women in the prettier lead roles. Now I notice a lot of dark skinned women are the lead roles.
Yeah.
So where the light skinned ones at? They complaining now. Where they love at? Huh?
They still here. I think now it's just about balancing the roles. I think that's
balancing. All dark skin on TV. All I see is some black people. I can't get a role in nothing, man. It might not audition me no more.
Oh, so this is more so
it's rough for me too. For men and light skinned men and women, it's rough for. So y'all smiling and y'all enjoying y'all selves now. It's your time to be up. Now I know how you feel now.
No, well, it's good. I think that's a good thing. So before we wrap up, Coming to America is coming out in a couple days now. I think a couple weeks. With this in mind, is that going to change anything for you when you watch?
They got some dark skinned women in there. They got big legs. She dark, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got a lot of darkness in there. I might have changed my tint on my damn TV and shit. Lighten up a little bit. I can't watch it at night. But no, I'm quite sure they put a lot of dark in there. I see Wesley dark in there, Arsenio dark.
I think Tiana
big
Taylor.
legs. Tiana Taylor. Now my question is, where the light skinned people at? All we got is you know what I'm saying? Oh, we got my girl Lunel. She's the only light skinned person in there, and the old McDowell girl. Y'all some bull, man. I might boycott this, man. This should be on National Geographic. Shit, this show.
I think it's just your personal complex, and that's okay for you.
Oh, you didn't have one back in the 80s when you was on the first one? You ain't right. You ain't nothing, dude. I tell you.
You heard from us. Now we want to hear from you in the comments below. Now that Vanessa Bell Calloway has spoke out about colorism, what are your thoughts? Let us know. For Comedy Hype News, I'm Symphony Thompson.
Put it in the comments.
Do you know the comedy culture? Play Comedy Hype, the game. Out now.